us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with Tennessee's head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Longhorns ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Tennessee's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Deshaun Bishop, in their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get...
Hey, man, you need to let me know I got to get over there.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Trying play action. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now.
There's a crease. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. They'll run it. It's Bishop. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option, he'll keep it. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They've softened them up with the run. Now to throw it. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Volunteers! Put 6 points on the board.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Oh, he's got some space. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Arch Madness. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
I know he's got the height and weight at the tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver.
Got a little press. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Right back to the well. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going up.
Caught, and he's got room. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
The offense changing the play. They give him the rock again on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The extra point here would tie the game, and the extra point is good. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Bringing it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Throws to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Matthews. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Vols headed quickly to the line.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Thank you.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout.
Oh, that's a
damn! But here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Caught behind the line. It's Matthews. Breaks into the open. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He wants it all. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Vols! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. One final play before the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Smothers. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the 1st quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wingo. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They go play action with Manning.
Oh, that's a good
Pass
one.
rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Manning. Trying to escape and get it himself. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Now we got a lot out of these.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bishop. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Pushes toward the goal line. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Here's a little room there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Makes a grab and room to run. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Arch is going to throw for it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense in Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yep.
Maybe a crease. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Texas! Setting up for the extra point at the top. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that.
Oh, my God.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning it.
Going to take a shot.
Yes!
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Volunteers will line up to punt it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
On target. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Still 15 more time.
Here's Arch to throw. Nothing doing
Freak,
downfield.
man.
He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Manning from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Right down the boulevard. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's start with a look at Georgia Southern taking on the Houston Cougars.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Bounced off his feet.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
They'll move the wide receiver. Third down from the gun, Manning. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It smothers. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. To throw, Manning. Complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Under fire.
Woo, good catch.
Not get there. A 4th down.
Oh, what?
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Hand off for Brown. got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the...
Makes the catch, and he's free. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Longhorns right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Smothers. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to Brown. He just carries him face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short.
What in the world?
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Off the RPO, right, looking for the chain. Touchdown, Longhorn! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's a heat. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, for quarterbacks out there throwing screen throws, part of your job on this play is negotiating the defender. You have got to find some way to get that ball to your running back. You can't let the defense knock that away.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They get to him as he throws. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Brown again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet them.
Maybe some room here. A big, explosive play by this offense, and if you want to control the fourth quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running the red zone, it's Brown.
Oh, my God.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just run positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. A give to Brown. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame and you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down, you get into those critical points, now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Here's Manning to throw. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turning it on. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Makes the catch. It's Matthews. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Running inside, it's Gordon. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, the good news is you got the 1st down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
Whoa!
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Just like he got stuck to him.
Second charge to Tennessee. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. They'll run for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Oh, they still got a timeout.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Simon. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. It's Simon. At the 45 on his way. Brought down after a big run, and that is the way to put an exclamation point on this one. The Longhorns back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Manning. There's the pressure. Got the first himself. Finds a crease at the 20. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. The run inside. It's Simon. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looking to throw, it's Manning. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Exactly why I possibly do.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. What a show both of these teams put on today.